TV soap news and spoilers say that in the labyrinthine world of Beyond the Gates, where secrets fester like wounds and trust is a currency few can afford, the tangled web surrounding Haley, Bill, and Dany has ensnared viewers in a gripping saga of deception, revenge, and unanswered questions. The latest episodes have ignited a firestorm of speculation, with fans dissecting every glance, every whispered conversation, and every cryptic clue. At the heart of this maelstrom lies a chilling question: is Haley poisoning Bill, her own husband, to exact a long-buried vengeance? And if so, does the trail of betrayal lead back to the tragic death of Haley's parents, a death that some believe Bill orchestrated? As the plot thickens, the stakes grow higher, and the shadows deepen, pulling us into a narrative that is as intoxicating as it is unsettling. Haley's ascent to the role of Bill's wife is a masterclass in calculated ambition. Once a peripheral figure in the opulent, cutthroat world of Beyond the Gates, Haley has maneuvered her way into the epicenter of power, her every move shrouded in an almost imperceptible veil of mystery. To the casual observer, she is the epitome of devotion, a loving spouse, radiant with the glow of impending motherhood. But those who have followed the series closely know better. Haley's pregnancy, heralded with fanfare in earlier episodes, is a lie. The Wednesday episode laid bare this deception with a gut-punch revelation. Her pregnancy is a fabrication, a carefully crafted illusion designed to cement her place in Bill's life and, perhaps, to mask a far darker agenda. The implications of this lie are staggering. Why would Haley go to such lengths to deceive Bill, a man whose influence and wealth cast long shadows over the series' narrative? The answer, many fans speculate, lies in a vendetta that stretches back years, to a tragedy that shattered Haley's world and set her on a collision course with destiny. To understand Haley's motives, we must first unravel the enigma of Bill, a man whose charm conceals a ledger stained with sins. Bill is no stranger to controversy. His name is synonymous with power and Beyond the Gates, but that power has come at a cost. Whispers of his involvement in nefarious deeds have long haunted the series, with each season peeling back layers of his carefully constructed facade. Among the most damning accusations is his alleged role in the death of Haley's parents, a tragedy that looms large over the narrative like a specter refusing to be laid to rest. The details of that fateful event remain murky, shrouded in the kind of ambiguity that Beyond the Gates wields so masterfully. What we know is this: Haley's parents perished under suspicious circumstances, their deaths officially ruled an accident but riddled with inconsistencies that have fueled conspiracy theories among the show's most dedicated fans. Was it a car crash orchestrated to look like a tragic mishap? A deliberate act of sabotage? Or something even more sinister? The show has dropped tantalizing hints, grainy flashbacks, cryptic conversations, and a single, haunting image of Bill's car parked near the site of the accident. But no definitive proof. Yet. For Haley, the loss of her parents was a wound that never healed. It reshaped her, hardening her resolve and planting the seeds of a vendetta that may now be bearing fruit. If Bill was indeed responsible, Haley's marriage to him takes on a chilling new dimension. Is she playing the long game, biding her time until she can strike? And could Bill's recent health problems, those mysterious bouts of weakness, the unexplained fatigue, the pallor that has crept into his once vibrant features, be the result of Haley's machinations? The notion that Haley is poisoning Bill is not a new one, but the Wednesday episode lent it fresh urgency. Bill's deteriorating health has become impossible to ignore. Once a commanding presence, he now stumbles through scenes, his hands trembling, his voice faltering. Doctors in the show attribute it to stress or an unspecified illness, but fans are not so easily convinced. The timing is too convenient, the symptoms too precise. Poison, with its slow, insidious creep, feels like the perfect weapon for a woman as cunning as Haley. Consider the evidence. Haley has access to Bill's food and drink, a fact the show has emphasized through lingering shots of her preparing his meals or pouring his wine. Her knowledge of chemistry, hinted at in earlier episodes through passing references to her college studies, adds another layer of plausibility. And then there's her demeanor, calm, almost too calm, as she watches Bill weaken. In one particularly chilling scene, she stands over him as he sleeps, her expression unreadable, a vial of some unknown substance glinting in her hand. The camera lingers just long enough to plant the seed of doubt, but not long enough to confirm it. It's classic Beyond the Gates, a masterclass in suspense that leaves viewers teetering on the edge of revelation. But why poison? If Haley's goal is revenge, why not expose Bill's crimes to the world? The answer may lie in the nature of her pain. Revenge, after all, is not always about justice. Sometimes, it's about making the guilty suffer as you have suffered. If Bill was responsible for her parents' deaths, Haley may want him to feel the same helplessness, the same slow erosion of life that she endured in the aftermath of her loss. Poison is intimate, personal, a betrayal delivered with a smile. It's the kind of weapon a woman like Haley, who has mastered the art of deception, would wield with precision. No discussion of Haley's motives would be complete without addressing Dany, the third point in this tangled triangle. Dany, Bill's former lover and a woman whose presence in his life predates Haley's arrival, is a wild card in this narrative. Their relationship, once passionate and all-consuming, ended under mysterious circumstances, leaving Dany bitter and Bill guarded. Fans have long speculated that Haley's entry into Bill's life was not a coincidence but a deliberate act of sabotage aimed at dismantling the bond between Bill and Dany. Did Haley orchestrate their breakup? The show has dropped subtle hints that she may have. Flashbacks reveal her presence at key moments in Bill and Dany's relationship, always lurking, always watching. A forged letter here, a whispered rumor there, and suddenly the cracks in their romance began to widen. By the time Haley slipped a ring onto Bill's finger, Dany was relegated to the sidelines, her role reduced to that of a scorned ex-lover with a penchant for cryptic warnings. But Dany is no mere victim. Her own secrets, hinted at in late-night conversations with unnamed allies and a mysterious file she keeps locked in a safe, suggest she may be playing a game of her own. Could she suspect Haley's true intentions? And if so, will she emerge as an ally or an adversary in the battle for Bill's soul? The dynamic between these three characters is a powder keg, and the Wednesday episode lit the fuse, leaving viewers to wonder who will emerge unscathed when the inevitable explosion comes. At its core, Beyond the Gates is a show about power, who wields it, who craves it, and what they're willing to sacrifice to keep it. Haley's actions, whether driven by revenge or something else entirely, are inextricably linked to the larger conspiracy that has defined the series since its inception. The gates of the title are not just physical barriers but metaphorical ones, thresholds of truth that characters must cross at great personal cost. Haley's deception, Bill's secrets, and Dany's hidden agenda all point to a larger truth, one that the show has only begun to unveil. The conspiracy in Beyond the Gates is a hydra, with each revelation spawning new questions. Is Haley working alone, or is she a pawn in a larger scheme? Are there others in the shadows, pulling strings we can't yet see? The show has introduced a shadowy organization, referred to only as the Order, that may hold the key to unraveling these mysteries. References to the Order have been fleeting but deliberate, a symbol etched on a piece of jewelry, a coded message intercepted by Dany, a whispered conversation overheard in a darkened hallway. If Haley is indeed poisoning Bill, could she be acting on their behalf? Or is she a rogue agent, using their resources to settle a personal score? The death of Haley's parents may be the thread that ties it all together. If Bill was involved, and the evidence, while circumstantial, is compelling, then Haley's actions take on a new significance. She may not just be seeking revenge but dismantling a system that allowed her parents' deaths to go unpunished. The Order, with its vast reach and shadowy motives, could be the architect of that system, and Haley's marriage to Bill could be her way of infiltrating their ranks. Haley's ability to maintain her facade is nothing short of remarkable. To the world, she is the perfect wife, doting, supportive, and radiant with the promise of new life. But beneath the surface, she is a storm of contradictions, vulnerable yet ruthless, grieving yet calculating. The Wednesday episode peeled back another layer of her character, revealing a woman who is not just playing a role but living it. Her pregnancy lie is not just a plot device but a symbol of her ability to manipulate reality itself, bending it to her will. This duality is what makes Haley such a compelling figure. She is not a traditional villain, nor is she a hero. She exists in the gray space between, a character whose motives are as complex as the world she inhabits. Is she a grieving daughter seeking justice, or a master manipulator driven by ambition? The truth, as always in Beyond the Gates, is likely a mix of both. As we await the next episode, the questions pile up like storm clouds on the horizon. Is Haley poisoning Bill, or is his illness the result of some other force? Did Bill truly cause the death of Haley's parents, or is he a scapegoat in a larger conspiracy? And what role does Dany play in this unfolding drama, ally, adversary, or something else entirely? The answers, when they come, will undoubtedly raise new questions, for that is the genius of Beyond the Gates. It is a show that thrives on ambiguity, that revels in the spaces between truth and lies. For now, we can only speculate, piecing together the clues like detectives in a world where everyone has something to hide. Haley's secret, whatever it may be, is the key to unlocking the mystery. Whether she is a vengeful daughter, a cunning opportunist, or something else entirely, one thing is certain: her story is far from over. As the gates of truth creak open, we stand on the precipice, waiting to see what lies beyond. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.